Well, good evening, everyone. This is Mike Bass back again with another forecast update for you for this August the 3rd, 2025. I'm hoping everybody had a great Sunday out there so far. Everybody has a great Sunday evening. Hope everybody continue to stay safe and well and also enjoy the weather because it's the only weather you got. Okay, in tonight's video, we're going to start off with Invest 95L. This looks to become Tropical Storm Dexter sometime on Monday. So get ready for Tropical Storm Dexter to form in the tropical Atlantic off the North Carolina coast, but that will continue to pull away from the forecast area and not affect anybody here in the United States. But this will become Tropical Storm Dexter as everything is pointing in that direction. Alright, you can see a well-defined center of circulation, but also let's take a look at the forecast models here. We're going to take a look at it as soon as we get to it. Okay, we're going to take a look at the hurricane models here. Okay, you can see here the current position of the storm. You can see it continues to push away from the United States, and in about 120 hours to 144 hours it should be well out in the north central tropical Atlantic. Here's St. John's Island, here's Nova Scotia, here's Maine, there's a portion of Rhode Island, also New York City area as well, Connecticut, Massachusetts area, also New Hampshire, Vermont vicinity. Here's eastern Canada, but you can see it pull away, well away from the northeastern U.S. and the eastern U.S. as well. Alright, also we're going to take a look at the intensity guidance of this system. And it looks like this: 35 knot winds equal up to about 40 miles per hour. It's already got winds almost 40 miles per hour, so I would not be surprised to see a tropical storm could even be forming tonight, or a tropical depression form by the 11 o'clock hour tonight, or a tropical storm status. So we'll continue to monitor that. Most of the models do take it into tropical storm status. A couple ones take it to a category 1. One takes it to a category 2, but some of the models do keep it down in just the tropical depression status. But we're pretty sure this will become Tropical Storm Dexter, and I'm pretty sure as well this will become Dexter in the coming hours and also on Monday. So alrighty, maybe 11 p.m. advisory, maybe by the 11 o'clock advisory we may have Tropical Storm Dexter. If not, we may have it by maybe around 5 a.m. tomorrow morning. So alrighty, so if you have not subscribed to my channel, make sure you subscribe. Also like these videos, share these videos, and let's continue to get the show on the road here, folks. But here it is one more time. You can see it's got well defined, a lot of activity kind of developing around the center of low pressure. You can see deep convection, and that system do look like it will become Dexter. Alright, now let's take a look at your local forecast. Now we're back to the lower 48. You can see we got some flash flooding and heavy rain for portions of the panhandle of Florida, southeastern Alabama, central and southeastern Georgia. Critical fire weather over here in Utah and a portion of Wyoming and northwestern Colorado. We got thunderstorms and showers for southwestern Canada over toward Washington State, southern Canada over toward the Great Lakes region around Lake Erie, Lake Superior, northern Michigan, stretching to New York State, to Maine, to New Brunswick area, and also portions of coastal waters. Also, we got more activity through Washington, Oregon State, Idaho, Montana, down toward Kansas, Texas, northern Mexico, the northern Gulf, also Atlantic coastal waters to the Carolinas, all the way back toward Illinois. Otherwise, expect dry high pressure to remain in charge of your local forecast area for your Monday. Alright, here's a look at your Tuesday forecast. You can see we got some heavy rain and flash flooding for portions of southeast Alabama, the panhandle of Florida, stretching into Georgia, western South Carolina, and northwestern North Carolina. We got thunderstorms and showers stretching from Ohio to Indiana, Illinois, to Arkansas, to Louisiana, to Texas, northeastern Mexico, to northern Gulf, down toward the Florida Key, Atlantic coastal waters, as that stall frontal boundary remains right along the Gulf Coast and into the Atlantic tropical Atlantic. A little bit of thunderstorms and showers over here in portion of New York State, to Vermont, New Hampshire, to Massachusetts, Connecticut, and Rhode Island, as another little frontal boundary stretches in that vicinity as well. Alright, we got a little bit in northwestern Mexico and also more over here in Washington, Oregon State. Coastal areas Pacific Ocean, southern Canada, stretching to Montana through Wyoming. Northwest Wyoming, Montana, to the Dakotas, to Kansas, to portion of Wisconsin, Minnesota, Iowa region as well, northern Michigan also. Otherwise, expect dry, high pressure to remain in charge of your local forecast area for your Tuesday. Alright, let's move on to the current watches morning advisory map you're located across the nation. You can see we got air quality alerts still in effect for Maine to New Hampshire, Vermont, New York State, to Pennsylvania. Also over to areas of Wisconsin, also Michigan, northern Indiana, northeast Illinois, Minnesota, northern Michigan region as well, a little bit of portion of Colorado. We have a severe thunderstorm watch with ongoing severe thunderstorm warning. We have one tornado warning in portion of Kansas. We got a severe thunderstorm warning in portion of Nebraska. Flood watches, flood advisory, flash flood warnings in effect for portion of Alabama, Georgia, and northern Florida, right along the Big Bend, but with a Panhandle, Florida region as well. We got excessive heat warnings and watches in effect for southern portions of Nevada and also southern California, and more heated excessive heat warnings in effect for southern Arizona. And then we got special weather statements in you guys for Wyoming. Red flag warnings continue for Colorado, Utah, Wyoming, eastern areas of Idaho, and southeastern and southern areas of Oregon. Alrighty, we got the small craft advisory. Gale warning from Southern California up to the Northern California coast, around the Hawaiian Chain Island, around the Alaska area, and also we got some red flag warnings inland of the Hawaiian Chain Island. Alright, let's move on to the Storm Prediction Center outlook. We're going to take a look at your Monday outlook. Now you can see we have a marginal risk over here from North Texas to Colorado through Nebraska, South Dakota, and Montana. We have general thunderstorm elsewhere from portions of Illinois to Florida to central and southern South Carolina to Texas to North Dakota over toward Washington, Oregon State, Idaho region as well. Let's take a look at the tornado probability. It's going to look like this: less than 2% all areas. Damaging winds 5%. Large hail pretty much 5%. Alright, let's move on to day number 3. And it's going to look something like this. Alright, we got a marginal risk proportion of Nebraska through the Dakotas. And we have a general thunderstorm elsewhere for portion of Maine back into New York State, South Carolina to Florida to Texas to Minnesota, Wisconsin, back over to Montana, Idaho, and portion of Oregon and Washington State. The probability should be around 5% across Nebraska through the Dakotas. Alright, now let's move on to the National Hurricane Center. This is the 8 p.m. advisory. Okay, here's that system here. Still looks to become Dexter. Has about 70% chance of development over the next 7 days and also 48 hours. This system here is another system we need to watch off the South Carolina coast. It could become something tropical as well. We'll continue to monitor that. Right now it has a 0%, 20% over the next 7 days. And here's the next system here, moving off the African coast, which has a 40% chance of development over the next 7 days, but 0% right now currently. But Monday afternoon, the system should move off the coast, and we could have another tropical depression sometime later this week here, and also off the South Carolina coast. We could have this maybe our next tropical storm, and also the next tropical storm. I'll have to check the names of the list for the hurricane season and pull up the next one, but I do know this will become Dexter. I think Aaron will be the next one. I think with the E, I think Aaron. I'll have to check it for sure, but this here could become Aaron here, E-R-I-N. I think that's the name of that one. And this here I'll have to find out what the elf name is. The one, if that do become something tropical off the southeast coast. So I'll keep you up to date. I'll let you know which the next names on the list will be. So let me check something here real quick, see if I might have it. See if this one here. No, I don't have it. Not right now. But I'll check it later, and I'll see if I can figure out which one is the. Make sure the next two names, the E and the F name, will be next. So, alright, well, I hope everybody enjoyed the video. Make sure to subscribe if you have not. Like these videos, share these videos, and we'll catch you back in the next one. So have a wonderful Sunday evening, folks. Take care, and also enjoy the weather, because it's the only weather you got. And like I said, the tropics will begin heating up. Expect more activity to come.